Yes.
Generally.
But the disclaimer, there is a disclaimer. So if you need to listen to the disclaimer.
So lying is a sin.
The disclaimer is what I was saying to you, right? If there is a war, listen, Ish, you need to be honest and be sincere.
Sorry.
If you ask me a question,
are you being honest and sincere when you would answer me?
You answer a question and you're not even giving me a chance to respond.
Because you keep responding
given so much airtime, you haven't said anything of substance, my brother.
This is what I'm trying to respond to.
I'm sorry, but you haven't.
But you have to get the foundation of it. Is lying a sin? Are you allowed to lie in
That's
Islam?
the point I'm trying to answer.
Are you allowed to lie in Islam?
It's like leaning a stone.
Okay, madam, if you want to answer, I want to know. What do you think is acceptable? Look, just
Because he's not answering. Because your husband's not answering anything.
If he wanted more,
He wants to waffle. He wants to.
and you said no, and he lied to you about it, is that a wrong Islamic?
Don't answer them. Answer them.
Thank you very much. Right, I just got someone here on my side. Right.
Well, hopefully.
So now.
If she wasn't, then it'd be a problem, right? You go marry other wives and we'll be your side instead.
And you'd be allowed to.
Yeah, you'd be allowed to. So it's best for her, so you're fine.
I'm gonna give you one more attempt. I'm gonna give you one more attempt.
Go ahead. I can't wait for the video about me, but
I think I'll just right.
So you're right. If you want to run.
Give me some grace. Thank you very much. Right. You're Christian.
That's not what the victim. No, just talk.
So what I was saying is this, right? If there was a war that was about to happen, right? And let's say, for example, you were captured in a line of duty, right? You were captured by the enemy, for example, and the enemy asked you, "I want you to give up the location of your comrades," for example. Perfect example. Thank you. Right? Give up the location. We're going to send a B-52. We're going to send a Tomahawk and bomb it. Right? Now, you could tell the truth. You could. But it will take out your comparison. You will take out your peers. No, you can't. You're captured, my friend. Listen to what I'm saying to you. You're captured in that situation, right? And you could be tortured, right? You could be tortured for telling the truth, or even if you lie in that situation. Either way, you're a captured individual. So now, what I'm saying to you, you got two choices in that circumstance. You can either A, be honest and tell the truth, and all your comrades are now going to be taken up with a nasty B-52 bomb, or number two, you can lie to save yourself and save your comrades, right? So not say anything. Let me finish.
You left out three, which is not saying anything.
Let me finish. I don't need you to answer for me. Thank you very much. Bless you. I don't need you to answer for me. I'll answer for myself.
If lying's a sin in general,
No, hold on. No, I need to finish. I need to finish. Let me finish. Ish, let me finish.
But if lying's a sin in general, and you lie there, you lie in this situation, wouldn't that be sin? And also, if you lie and if you try to save your friends and stuff like that, and you're serving God at the same time, that shows your cowardice. Because I would rather serve God than man. I would rather serve God than man. But I don't want to lie.
Hold on.
I would rather serve God than man.
Hold on.
Obey the laws of God than obey the laws of man.
Let's say your mum. Now let's get intricate here. This is where it gets fun.
My wife. Let's talk about my wife. Let's talk about my wife.
He's very good at
Let's talk about my wife. I'm not married. Let's say.
Okay, hypothetical.
Let's talk about marriage.
Very good. No, hold on.
In Christianity, we not like.
No, wait. Hold on, one second.
We're in Islam.
Right. You're saying Christianity you can't lie. So if your wife was ugly, would you tell her that?
I'll be honest with you, yeah. But I'm saying that
and you would hurt your wife by saying that.
Can I explain? So I wouldn't say serious.
Why would you marry someone? Look at her. She's like, I don't agree with that. Look at her face. I don't agree with that.
Why would you marry someone and find out?
Are you going to explain? I'm trying to explain. If there was anything, if she had like anything like makeup wasn't on point, then I would tell her. But if I to say the words ugly, wouldn't use the words ugly, but I would use different words which wouldn't affect her. Wouldn't affect her being hurt. But in Islam, you literally are allowed to lie.
Wait, hold on, one second. This is what I was about to finish what I was saying. I was going to give this example before you said
what does it say?
Ish, hold on.
If my wife's makeup wasn't on point,
we're going to get to, hold on.
I would use words which wouldn't
We're gonna
hurt it.
get. We're gonna get.
But in Islam, you literally can lie. That's the thing. You can lie.
And it's halal.
Listen,
And you get no curses in
into answer
the
David's
dunya or in the
question.
akhirah. You'll find both places.
I'm going to go back to the example that I raised.
No, okay,
right?
okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Roll fast.
I'm going to go back to the example that I raised.
So,
But
let's say
will
can you
ask
lie
a
to your
question
wife?
again.
Can you lie to your wife?
So,
In Christianity, we
Hamza,
can't. Can you lie to
please
your
answer
wife?
the following. Islamically, if you wanted
Can you
a
lie to your
second
wife?
and third wife, but your first wife refused, and you lied to her and married them anyway, would there be any repercussions in this dunya or in the
Don't use
akhirah?
him to run. Don't let him. He's using you to run away, bro.
It's not really about my
Listen to David's question. David, ask again.
Can you lie to your Muslim wife? That's the question. Can you lie to her? We can't.
About a
I
second
give you
wife.
the answer.
Answer this
But
specifically.
we can use
bro.
different words which wouldn't affect us. I wouldn't use the word ugly, but I would use different words.
All right, what
which wouldn't-
alternative words would you use?
So
Answer
I
this.
would say things like, hey, say to my wife, like, you know, if fucked up makeup is looking ugly, like, that's ugly. I'll say, like, your makeup's not on point or something like that.
What are we?
But as a Muslim man, like, this is the
Hold on,
question.
wait.
Can you lie no matter what to your wife?
Hold on 1 second. You can use alternative wording, right?
But in Islam, you're literally have to lie.
But
That's
hold
the
on 1
thing.
second.
Years
You need to
after
go
You
to
quoted the hadith. You quoted the hadith, and I'm trying to discuss that.
right.
But for some reason, you're trying your best to avoid what I'm saying to you.
But you're asking me questions.
So,
Please answer the following. Islamically, if you wanted a second and a third wife, but your first wife refused, and you lied to her and married them anyway, would there be any repercussions in this dunya or in the akhirah? Narrated by Ibn Dawood, 1398 AH.
Please answer.
Can't lie to your wife.
We've been listening.
That's the question. That was the question.
It's
Lie
right
to your
here.
wife.
It's right here.
he mentioned the hadith,
But lie to your
and I
wife.
will go to that.
He's
I
ran
would
to a
want
whole
to finish
different
what I was
subject.
discussing earlier.
No,
I think it's
no,
hold on.
Talking about lying to your wife. That's the first thing we're talking about.
I think I'm being more consistent than all of you.
Why not?
You know why?
bro.
Because you know
I
what?
wrote down the
You
question.
lying to your wife.
Can you remember your first question?
Do you see the problem here? You raised the hadith.
But lying to
And
your
that-
wife.
wait,
That's the
Well,
that's the
actually,
subject.
I
Lying to your
raised it,
wife.
not him, so
Absolutely,
you can't
absolutely.
remember
Lying to your wife.
that.
That's the
Absolutely,
subject.
I agree.
Sahih Muslim, 20.
And I wouldn't lie to my wife.
Question,
I wouldn't lie
the
to my wife.
question was understood. I understood the question.
Really? So why did you translate?
So now I need to respond to
Can
it.
you lie to your
Okay.
wife?
Wait,
Can you lie to
Can you
your
lie
wife?
to your
Hold on,
wife
hold
and
on,
marry two
hold
other
on,
wives?
hold on.
Which
Let's
is
see
no.
what he says now. Let's see what
Do
he
you condemn Mohammed Hijab?
Hold on.
I'm Muhammad.
Hold on. Let me finish what I am
Both
saying.
Muhammad.
Well, let me finish what I'm saying to you.
Say it.
Now, I'm going to go back to the example of the war situation because
Hamza,
that-
please
wife,
answer
the
the
wife,
following.
the wife, the
Islamically,
wife,
if
the
you want to
wife.
marry a second and a third wife, but your first wife refuses, and you lie to her and marry them anyway, would there be any repercussions for you in this dunya or in the
Yeah, no,
akhirah?
they
This
don't
is
wanna
the
know.
topic.
They don't want to know.
This
because
is
they
what
know
we're
where I'm
talking-
going with.
As Christians,
They're
we are
trying to-
not allowed to
they're
lie.
trying to say-
We're rather serve God than man.
I should
You're
say
allowed
yes
to
or
lie.
no.
That's what's
But it's not as simple as
Taqiyya.
They serve Muhammad,
Taqiyya.
not God.
Taqiyya.
Exactly.
This is the thing.
Exactly.
Lying is a
Exactly.
sin. Lying, the morality, the consciousness comes from God. We'll rather obey God than man. You follow man, you follow Muhammad, which Muhammad prohibited lying. So now the question is, would you rather lie to your wife or not? If you say no, then you're going against Muhammad.
Okay, so let me go back to
The war situation.
Let's go back to the
No,
hadith.
the
So if you're in a war, right?
Yeah, but in the hadith was the
I
question
don't
of the
care,
wife.
I'm talking
No, hold
about the
on.
wife.
In the hadith, it speaks about the wife, does it not?
Yeah,
and
that's
it
what I'm
also
talking
says,
about.
and it also says about sowing friendship between two people who have a dispute. Does it not say this?
Yeah.
Right. Does it not also say
But the subject was
about?
about
No,
the wife,
hold on,
though.
Ish. No,
Go on.
Let me
The subject
finish.
was about the wife. Come on.
Let me finish.
It's been going for a long time. Long time it's been going
Let me finish. Right. And it also talks about a war situation, which my dear friend over here used the word comrade, which I'm very grateful for. Now, let's go back to
The war.
three parts of the hadith.
You just said them, and now we're
We've done the war.
shut up.
We've done the
Wait, hold on one
You
second.
just
I said I
listed
wouldn't
them.
lie.
If you hold on.
I said I wouldn't lie.
Hamza,
If you wasn't a
please
woman-
answer
no, hold
the
on.
wouldn't lie.
I have
Even
a
if
question.
that's myself,
I have
I
a
wouldn't
question.
If you
I
wanted
have
to
a
marry a
question.
second
I
and
have
a
a
third
question.
wife, but your
If
first wife
your mum and dad
refused, and you lied
and
to
your
her
wife, your
and
whole
married them
family
anyway,
was situated
would there
in a
be any
specific
repercussions
location,
in this
right?
dunya
And
or in
you,
the
as a
akhirah?
son, was captured in that situation. Would you give up the location
We're
of your
asking
mum and dad,
about
knowing
marriage.
full well that they could be?
We're asking about
But-
marriage.
Good question. Again, that argument is fallacious. You're
How?
appealing to emotions.
No.
Again, listen.
Emotion.
Let me.
This is reality.
Let me ask the question. I would rather sacrifice myself than lie. In the book of Acts, the apostles, they said, we'll rather follow God than obey the laws of man. The question still
Who do you
applies
follow?
upon you. do you rather follow Muhammad or do you follow the laws of God? If you say that you would lie to your wife, then you're following the law of man, not following the laws of God.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
That's the I'm answering that. Please answer my question.
He's answered your question, so please answer. I told you.
I've answered. Now please answer my question.
I told you already, right? And I'll repeat myself again. I think you're being very fallacious yourself. And I'll tell you why. No, let me finish. You asked me something.
Please.
Would you? Let me finish.
Would you lie to your wife?
Can I finish?
We've been going on about the question. You're not answering. Would you lie to your wife?
Can I finish? Yes or no? Are you going to give me that respect?
It's a yes or no to you. Would you answer?
Are you going to give me that respect?
I would. Okay, can you answer?
Right, good. So now let me answer you.
In a war, right?
Let me answer you.
I'm not talking about what we've done. The war. We've done the war talk.
No, I'm
talking about the wife.
I am challenging what you said. And I've got every right to challenge what you said. No.
The whole subject,
you're being dishonest.
you're running away from the Hadith.
No, I'm not. I'm going right back to the Hadith.
Hamza, please answer the following.
I'm questioning.
Islamically, if you wanted a second or a third wife, but your first wife refused, and you lied to her and married them anyway, would there be any repercussions in this dunya and that?
And he's going to start talking about war again.
Listen, in war, right?
Bruv, just answer this
I would
question.
rather
This is the topic.
There's that
No,
war song,
no,
Islam
they don't
was
want to
still
get to the
like a
war
bad-
part.
No, whatever circumstance it is, I wouldn't lie because I would rather follow the law of God than man. The question is, would you rather follow Muhammad or Allah or God?
I'm going to challenge you right now.
I challenge you. Would you rather lie to your wife? Yes or no?
Okay,
I answered you.
Ish, I'm responding.
I answered
right.
you, man.
I'm going to challenge what you said. Maybe your faith is as high as the mountain. Fantastic, good for you. But the majority of Christians who may not have much faith as you, right? Are you telling me that your level of belief is the same as your Christian? No, Ish, let me finish. No, Ish, let me finish.
I asked you a question.
Ish, be fair.
I asked you a question.
Be fair. Be fair.
Would you
No, Ish, be fair. Let me finish.
I've asked you a question.
Answer your
Do you
question.
believe
Question from your
that one's faith is the same as another person's faith?
That
In
was
terms
the
of belief.
Okay, so now can I ask you a question?
No, Ish, no, I'm not finished.
I'm answering.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so again, I believe Christians, we are in different levels of life. Some people are newborn Christians and some people are in the adult like Christian. Again,
Right.
the question still
Good.
poses
I'm glad you said that.
Would you lie to your wife? Would you lie to your wife? Would you lie to your wife?
My question is
Come
this.
on. No, you don't answer my question.
asking questions.
Would you lie to your wife?
Answer the
I answered your question.
Just say yes.
I answered your question. I answered your question.
Just be honest.
Would you lie to your wife?
Be honest.
I answered your question. I answered your question.
Let's go back to what we
Keep
were
asking questions.
What do you?
No. I'm
You haven't answered one.
Why I'm doing
Whatever question you gave me.
Forward.
That's fine, and he's giving you direct answers to each of them.
Whatever question. Okay.
Ish, don't answer any of these
Just
questions.
say yes.
Actually, you know what? Have it time. Have it time. Let's have a time discussion. That's better.
Whatever
Let's have a
no,
time discussion.
whatever
Because I think that's fair,
yeah.
and I get my points across.
But
Because right now, all you've
you're gonna
done,
go on a monologue.
you just cut me off.
Whatever
So now
question
let's-
you gave me, I answered.
Time this.
Whatever
Time
question,
this.
listen.
I will challenge
Listen,
you.
whatever-
I will challenge you. I will
Whatever,
challenge you.
We
But
don't
I
even
need
need a
time.
timer.
whatever.
Time.
We don't need
You
time.
just need to
Have a
answer
time
the question.
discussion.
Well, listen, whatever question you
All
gave
right.
me, I answered directly.
I'll give
I
you a
directly.
discussion.
Have a
do it
time
with you.
discussion.
You have not
with
answered
me.
the question.
Ish,
No, we're getting.
have it time.
We're not
with
gonna.
me.
We want it directly.
Have it with me.
Hamza, I'm not doing a time discussion.
No, why not?
Because
with
we
me.
still,
Instead of-
because you're going to go to monologue, you're not going to answer it. You're not going to answer it
No,
directly.
because having it time
Okay.
means that we have both a respect.
Bro, listen. Can we agree? Whatever question you posed to me, I answered.
Ish.
You still
Having
have not
a
answered the
time-
hadith. Would you lie to your wife?
Having a time discussion is more profitable because that way I get my point across without your interruption, and you get your
What's the
point
topic
across
gonna be about?
without your
What's the
interruption.
topic gonna be?
So I think it's fair.
Yes,
I think
yes,
it's
yes,
fair
yes,
that
yes.
we should have
Wait,
it time.
wait,
So
can
now
I make a
I'm
point
calling
before
upon a moderator
Listen.
to time this discussion so I can say my piece.
Can I say something?
Simple as that.
Okay.
I think I'm being very reasonable here. Am I not?
Before having a
I don't
time
think anyone will
discussion.
say no.
Wait, before having a moderated debate, you have to have a topic.
Absolutely. Like, exactly. Because he mentioned a broad number of stuff,
gonna say
which I'm
something.
willing to address. But what he's doing
It
is
was David as
focusing
well,
on
so
one
David.
thing.
Come, David.
So now,
I'm here.
how long?
Wait.
2 minutes each.
Wait. You didn't.
Can we agree to 2 minutes?
I haven't agreed yet. You have to listen to what I say.
I understood
Okay,
what you
so
said.
before we do a moderated debate, if you want to do a moderated debate, we have to choose a set topic. You can't just debate on like one.
No.
What's the topic?
Your friend brought up a hadith, which I'm more than happy to discuss.
So you
So
talk
what
about
we've done.
You talk about the.
So talk to me about it.
No, but no, I mean,
I'm right.
I'm happy to. But the problem here is that you started responding, so I'm responding back to you.
But the thing is,
So now-
the question I imposed to you was, would you lie to your wife? That's the question I want from you direct. Can you please answer that before you debate?
And about lying to your wife, I'm not talking about like, honey, you
What's
look
that got
good
to do with the hadith that you
today.
raised?
Can I get more
Because- but what's that got
wives,
to do with the hadith that
even if you don't want to?
I didn't raise the hadith.
Yeah, but you're discussing the hadith.
He
you know?
didn't. He talked about.
Were you discussing the hadith, yes or no?
I was talking about the wife. The whole topic was about Mohammed Hijab and he's lying to his wife.
Ish.
Would you lie to your wife? Yes or no? I never brought up the
About a
hadith.
secret second wife.
I never brought up the hadith. David did.
Ish, can we have a time discussion?
Yeah, with
yes
David.
or
With
no?
David, yes.
Yeah, with me.
Why you don't want to discuss with me?
Because I never brought the
The
hadith.
same reason you want to discuss with
But
me.
you're discussing the hadith with me.
I'm not talking about hadith. I'm talking about lying to your wife.
This is
No,
my
I'm
hadith.
talking about lying to your wife.
It's my hadith.
Well, we might as well end the discussion then.
Okay, so talk to
No.
David about hadith.
No, we might as well end the discussion because
So-
no, hold on. Ish,
Well,
Ish,
I never talked about
Ish,
hadith.
are you
David
afraid-
brought the
Ish,
hadith.
Are you afraid to talk to me?
I'm afraid to talk to you. I'm
Well,
talking
why
now.
don't we
I've been
discuss
talking to you for like 5 minutes.
Why don't we
As you
discuss
want to
it?
talk
Because
to
I
me.
want to hadith up.
I'm willing to debate both of you on
Okay,
this
you can talk.
subject.
You can
can
debate.
debate
So
me.
why don't you bring in?
I'm
bring
right
it-
here.
I'm
Okay,
in.
come in.
Right, good. So now,
You
But can I speak
You
first?
have to debate me.
Before I
You're
do
going to face me.
a modern debate, can I please speak
No,
a
you
point?
don't
Okay,
wanna go.
I'll give you grace. I know the whole topic was you guys brought me into it. You guys are talking about Muhammad's missed marriage, Mohammed Hijab's missed marriage.
I never talked about that.
That's what you. Yes,
I never spoke about
That's
that.
what you
That's what
guys.
you brought up.
I brought it up.
You guys are talking about
I
those
brought
in
it
the
up.
conversation. Yeah, you guys.
No, he brought it up.
So you guys were talking about that, right? You guys talking about missed marriage.
You're a coward.
Hence, we were talking about is it permissible to lie to your wife? David then brought up a hadith,
hadith, yes.
a hadith, and I never brought the hadith up.
I never said
my
you did.
main, my yeah. You were saying you did. Come on.
No, I said that
Okay,
we were
you talking-
discussing the hadith.
I wasn't discussing it. You asked.
Yes, we were. We were talking about the war thing.
My main thing was.
So we were discussing.
Listen, my main question I imposed upon you is lying to your wife permissible. Whatever question you imposed me, I answered. I gave you grace and I answered.
Okay.
But you still did not give me an
So now
answer.
let's have a moderated
1
debate.
minute. You're gonna get it with David. Okay. You still do not answer my question if it's lying to your wife if it's okay.
Okay, so now
Is it okay? Yes or no?
So now can we agree to a moderated discussion? Can we
I
agree
mean,
on that?
what's the topic going to be on? Because if
What we're
it's the
discussing
hadith, it has to
what
be
we're
with David.
discussing the hadith and
Okay.
other aspects.
Then it has to be with David because I didn't bring the hadith
No,
up.
Ish, let's agree to
Okay.
a moderated discussion.
Yeah, with me and David.
Can
yeah?
we shake on
With
it?
me and David, right? Yeah.
If it's up to you, I don't
Because David brought the hadith up, I didn't bring the hadith up.
Yeah.
I can't talk. I can't talk about something I didn't bring up. I can't talk about something that I bring up.
Only time in the hadith.
Okay, you only tell me. Okay, let's speak.
Okay. So speak to David. Speak to David because he brought the hadith
You know
up.
why? Because remember, the hadith mentions 3 criteria.
Yeah, so speak to David, he brought the
wait,
hadith up.
hold on, because remember, Ish, you were speaking about part of that criteria,
Right.
which is lying to your
But
wife.
you asked me a question though. You asked me a question.
Ish. What we were saying to you, right? What I was saying to you, right, is that you were discussing an aspect of the hadith.
Okay, but
I'm
did I
not
bring the
saying-
hadith up? Did I bring it
I
up?
never said you did, Ish.
Okay.
Listen, bless you, Ish. I like you, but you just need to just have a
You
bit more
like me too?
patience. Right? Yeah, I like you.
All right, cool. Talk to me.
Right. So now,
I
what
just
I'm
answered the
saying to-
questions out of generosity. You know, just to get your just to answer
Right,
you
Ish.
on the mouth.
Right. We're going to speak about, if you want to speak about women, that's fine.
Yeah,
but
so-
I want to also speak about,
No, about
the
wives and being able
women's
to lie to
treatment in the
them by
Bible.
marrying
We're going to
others.
go there as well. We're going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, where it speaks about a woman being raped, right?
Wait.
No, hold on.
You're jumping with the hadith.
No, I haven't.
You're jumping
No, I
with the thing they
haven't.
brought up.
We're gonna broaden.
Is it? No, you're running. We're not gonna let you run.
He's gonna break a record.
Please, you have to answer. Is it okay to lie to your wife?
Under 9 seconds.
Whoa.
Is it okay to lie to your wife?
That's crazy.
We're gonna
That's
have
crazy.
We're gonna go.
Hamza just set a new
No, we're not.
Start the time.
I haven't said anything. I haven't said anything.
No, Ish, just-
I haven't said
For an
anything.
hour.
We're having a discussion.
I haven't said
And
anything.
now-
I've asked you a direct
Ish,
question.
Do you
Would
want
you
to
lie
have
to
a
your wife?
moderated discussion? Yes or no?
Not until you answer the question.
Okay, let me answer the question.
Would you?
Let me answer the question.
Would you lie to your wife? Yes and no.
Okay, my answer is as follows. Right. As I said to you before.
Yes,
right?
I would lie to my wife because Allah left me.
If
Would you lie to your wife? Yes or no?
Be fair. Be
And if she doesn't like
be
it,
fair.
she can leave.
Be fair. You asked me a question. You're being unfair now. Be fair. You asked
And
me
I'll
a
replace
question.
her with 3
Allow me
others.
to respond.
Because Allah lets me.
Now, a lie is a lie, regardless of what the situation may be. Right?
That's not the question I asked.
hold
I
on.
asked,
Let
can
me-
you lie
oh
to
my
your
God,
wife?
Let me finish.
That's not the question I asked.
Let me finish.
You jump from the question.
Let me finish. Right. If your wife has a disfigurement.
Case closed.
Yeah, case closed. See you later.
That's it. That's it.
You know exactly what I'm
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
He's not answering. He's not answering the question.
You know exactly what
He's not
I'm
answering the damn question, bro.
That's why you want to
Wrap up.
Wrap up.
Absolutely well done. It's not what guys like
Bro's asking a question, bro. How many times? How many times? What's it? Oh, this one. Okay, so.
No, listen right. Listen. Here we are.
David, you're gonna debate him, right?
Huh?
You're gonna debate him.
He ran.
Okay, David, come in. Come in, David. What happened? What happened, bro?
All right, people. I apologize. I'm partially blind because the sun's not got my glasses. So we are debating Hamza, the African variant of Hamza. There's about 80 of them. So the African variant of Hamza has made about 5 videos on his channel where he speaks about how I am the big bad villain of the corner. I haunt his dreams and his nightmares, and he wakes up in cold sweats and yelling my name because I'm so mean. What have I done? I've debated him. It's what I've done wrong. So he then came here, and I wanted to have him address his accusations to me. And he says how bad I am, I'm not a good debater, I have bad manners, X, Y, and Z. And then in the same token, when he talks to me, he won't look me in the eye, and he appeals to the crowd more than me. So I tell him those are also bad manners. So since we both have bad manners, let's agree that we both suck and debate on the topic. He carries on. David, bad manners. David, you're mean, you're rude, you're this, you're that, you're this. I tell him, okay, I find it interesting that you're willing to lambast me in public and make 5 videos on me and young Bob, which he loves, by the way. But I haven't seen a single video of you denouncing the actions of Mohammed Hijab. Then I told him that Islamically, he is allowed to lie to his wife and take on other wives, even at the displeasure of his initial wife. He told me I was lying. And I told him, have I got a hadith for you? Sahih Muslim 2605. You're allowed to lie in 3 circumstances. In war, to solve a dispute between more than one person, or to your wife. Even to your husband, by the way. So, my question was very simple, and I will read it out for the umpteenth time. My question was as follows. To the black variant of Hamza. Hamza, please answer the following. Islamically, if you wanted a second and a third wife, but your first wife refused, and you lied to her and married them anyway, would there be any repercussions to you in this dunya or in the akhirah? Narrated by Ibn Dawood. Now, the answer, unfortunately, is no. He is allowed to do this and have no repercussions. However, in Islam, if your wife, for any reason, refuses to engage in sexual activity with you, Allah will send the angels to curse her at nighttime. This religion makes no sense. And it doesn't even make any sense to Hamza himself. Because Hamza said before I read the hadith, you should never lie to your wife. So I asked him, so when Muhammad did it, Hijab and Abdullah, was that okay? He wouldn't answer. And instead wanted to fixate on the idea of lying during wartime. Like Ish said, a lie is still a lie. And if you lie, or if you think lying is good, and you're following man and not God. Amen. Take it away.
Yeah, then he came and tried to throw the debate on me. And I was just there in the background. And brother David brought the hadith up. I never actually read the hadith in my life, so by out of generosity, I still answered his questions. And the questions he was imposing upon me they're based on emotions. He was asking me if I would lie in order to save my family. But if we are truly born again believers in Christ and our faith is rooted in God, and is strong in God, we should have the audacity to lay our lives down for Christ. The Bible says to obey God. In the book of Acts, the apostles, before going to prison, they had the choice to obey the laws of the governors, but they rather was willing to lay their lives down and go to prison and obey the law of God. If we are truly following Christ, we want to follow God. Hence, we would not want to lie. A lie is a lie, no matter what. Even Hamza, we asked Hamza, like, what is a lie? He said, lie is a lie, no matter what. And then we said to him, is lying to your wife okay? And he wouldn't answer the question. He was beating around the bush with the other topics. And then he tried to offer like a time discussion and stuff like that. But I know if we offer a time discussion, Hamza's just going to go on his monologue and he wouldn't answer the question. The question still hasn't been answered. Are Muslims allowed to lie to their wives? Mohammed Hijab was the one who did this. And he couldn't condemn Mohammed Hijab, and he couldn't condemn Muhammad, who would rather follow man than rather follow the laws of God. Muhammad allowed the laws of lies to be established. God never did. The God of the Old Testament, the prophets of the Old Testament, never allowed the laws of allowed the laws of taqiyya to be used. Only Muhammad did. He is following man and not God. That's all I have to say.
Hamza, the black variants, stop following Islam and follow Christ, because clearly, sentimentally, you believe that what Christ said is superior to what Muhammad said. But because you are committed to Islam for whatever reason, you are literally in real time fighting with yourself, fighting with your God-given conscience, trying to defend things that you know are wrong. Your apprehension to answer shows that you don't agree with lying to your wife, but your religion allows you to do so. So you are better than your religion. Follow Christ.
Follow Christ, thank you.
Amen.